Welcome to Northern Lake Huron as we head out of St. Ignace with our good friends, Captains Steve and Avery Hubert of Chum Bucket Charters. This father-daughter pair has over 40 years of combined experience in these waters, and they'll guide us on our quest for some early season lake trout and perhaps a few surprises to go with them.
Woohoo! That is a monster!
We'll share the best way to locate these fish.
Work edges, right? Drop-off edges.
All the fish love structure.
And some tried and true baits that they just can't resist.
UV mixed veggies right there by Dreamweaver.
It's all coming up on this edition of Fisherman's Digest.
Right. Hey, we turned out, Steve-O, that fish hit was in 70.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's there. Look at him. Trying to hide from me.
First fish of the day.
We
Looks
like
a lake trout.
fishes.
And that's the smallest of smalls, but you gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere. That's
the
a little
future.
teeny one.
That's the future of the sport right there.
Future of the sport right there. Steve will show you. That's the second little one we've had out here in
Super
60
slim.
feet. We'll let him go. Did it come off?
Oh, it should still be on there.
Okay.
He's dragging back some.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just bring him right to Avery. So, is that silver?
Looks troutish. Just
Hang
get
on.
towards that downrigger.
I got it, Steve. I'm gonna.
It is an Atlantic.
It's
It's an Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Oh my God.
A big one too.
Go ahead and just lift them up, John. Lift.
Woohoo! That is a monster!
That's a beautiful fish.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Steve will show you.
Oh,
Avery will show you the bait. That's a mixed veggie.
Atlantic salmon. That one might
Way
go
to
on the
go,
grill.
brother. That one, we said we aren't gonna keep fish. We aren't gonna keep fish. That one right there we're keeping.
That's a bucket Atlantic.
Oh yeah. Welcome to St. Ignace, Michigan. This is what you can get, right, Steve, around this northern Lake Huron region.
There's an awesome mixed bag this time, early time of the year. We're catching these beautiful Atlantic salmon mixed right in with the lake trout and occasional king salmon.
Exactly, and we're out here late. We didn't start till 11 o'clock, so proof you can catch it. We got a fish on. Get him, Steve-O. We're gonna dump this one in the live well. Stay tuned here from St. Ignace, Michigan. And I'll tell you what, when you got these diver fish, they're here in a heartbeat, so you gotta be ready. These egos are so nice. You just extend that net right out to that fish like that. Then you punch that button, boom, right back to you and in the boat. We'll hold this one up because she's still hooked, but you see that mixed veggies, or that's a UV mixed veggies. Turn that to you. UV mixed veggies right there by Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver makes the best, in my opinion, spoons on the market, and they come in these fish catching colors. And I'll tell you what, that right there, that's one of the best colors ever invented.
That's money right there, and anywhere in Huron. And in Lake Michigan, we were just over there. #1 spoon. Once the sun comes up, it was our best spoon by far.
Yep. And there you see it, guys. Right over my head, Mackinac Island, coming out of the fog. That's literally how close you can fish with success all summer long.
Yep. That's a fish. That's a fish. Fish on.
I was gonna say,
He
is
just doesn't
something
know
dragging?
he's hooked
Yeah, I said something's not right about that second board. Now it's being stubborn. Yep. That's the ticket to spreading your rods right out and Steve and Avery have got this copper set up down to a science where we're fishing that big Atlantic came, you know, on a 50 copper, which is only about 10 down, but then we're plying depths all the way down to 45 down with the copper sets that we have, and that's, you know, it's just perfect. Each side of the boat is touching a different depth, and then of course with Steve's divers, yeah, and the downriggers, we're able to just get from bottom to top.
Looks like a lot like a trout.
That shows you just how beautiful, beautiful those fish are in that clean water for St. Ignace. Steve, pick that up and show that off, that spoon.
He fell right off the hook, barely hooked again.
But that's a really nice fish for eating right there, isn't it?
Absolutely. About 3.5, 4 pounder.
That's a kind of a newer color, isn't that, Steve?
I think that's an orange sickle.
Oh, it's an orange sickle.
Orange icicle or whatever it's called. Nice little trout.
Starting to work into a box there, Steve.
Yeah. There's number 4. We already let one go.
Lots of bites once we figured out what depth they're in, and that's the thing, guys. So if you're watching and you're a small boat fisherman, if you just want to take your boat up here, the key really is to find a stretch of shoreline where you can control your boat from a wind standpoint and work edges, right? Drop off edges.
All the fish love structure, so yeah, you want to find a depth. Like we're working 50 foot right now. Just parallels, try and stay in that 50 foot. Get your lures down, you know, 10 to 30 feet down.
As the water warms later in the year, they'll be on those same structures, but they'll just deeper. Exactly.
Yeah. As soon as the water temperature hits about mid-50s, these lake trout will sink to the colder depths.
Yeah,
but they're going to be
70,
right
80.
just adjacent to here. They're just going to be out now 70 to 100 feet of water instead of 50 to 60.
Right, and this is Boblo Island. This structure that Brett's showing you here off to the boat, Mackinaw's behind us. This is Bois Blanc, or what they call Boblo Island. This is round actually, and then there's a little gap. You've got structure all the way down this set of islands. So if you've got a big west wind, you can come to the east side of this island and you can fish very, very protected. Same thing, you got a big east wind. Boblo Island's what, 17, 18 miles long.
It's huge.
You can go on the inside, the mainland side slot. You run out of St. Ignace and just come down and set up, and you can fish the structures on that side. So there is a tremendous amount of water here to fish, and never walk away from this island.
It's what I loved about it when I chartered up here is the fact that just about any winds you can find a protected side of an island or the mainland and get into calmer waters.
And that's half of the thing, you know, when you come out here and you're up here for fun in the greater St. Ignace area, or let's say you're visiting Mackinac or something, and you hook up one of the local charters and you and your family go fishing for a half a day. The Michigan DNR has got a program called Catch and Cook, right, Steve? And that's where the charter captain cleans your fish for you, puts them in a bag and labels them, and then you can take those fish and you and your family can enjoy them immediately after catching them at participating local restaurants. And that is a very, very fun program, because what you get is you get the freshest fish known to man, right? I mean, they were swimming several hours before you're gonna eat them.
You catch them and take them to your restaurant. I think they're on Michigan Charter Boat Association.
Yep, they list the restaurants.
They list the restaurant or the charters that have catch and cook, and they'll let you know which they are and drop your catch off there, and later that evening you can enjoy the fish you caught that morning.
Right, and typically the restaurants will advertise it. I mean, they'll tell you, hey, this is something we participate in.
That was close. That was close.
Yeah, nice. That fish is bigger than I thought he was gonna be. That's crazy.
About the same as that last one.
They swim right at you though.
Yeah, sometimes they give up.
This is our BH100, just our standard beverage holder designed to slide inside the track. There's a stainless steel screw in the middle. We tighten that up to our location, all machined aluminum. It fits a regular aluminum can with a koozie on there. It'll fit down inside here. Just a really good heavy duty aluminum beverage holder to support it. Put our coffee in there in the morning when we get up out of our foam cups from our stop on the way to our boat in the morning. So BH100 beverage holder.
It got cloudy and the fish turned on. $125 has been out there quite a long time. This one's definitely a nicer fish.
Well, like we said, maybe later in the day some nicer fish will happen.
I think it was the clouds.
Yeah, the clouds.
We had just bluebird skies, and as soon as it got cloudy, they just turned right on. And that's a pretty nice fish.
Well, we'll let Steve-O or Aves is busy working. So you'll notice while Aves catching this fish, she's got that fish on a nice 45-degree angle. That's so that those big long rods can absorb, you know, the impact. When the fish shakes their head, sometimes you just stop reeling. You don't try to force them, but you just want to let that rod do its job. If they take drag, they take drag. Don't worry about it at all. But you know, a lot of times when you go on a charter, the difference between people catching a lot of fish, right, Steve, and people losing a lot of fish is just not listening to the captain. The captain will help you out.
Never guide the guide.
Yep.
He tells you to do something, do it. There's
Yep.
a reason.
Always
And
keep
here
an
he
eye
is.
on the rod.
He's coming. He's a little bit better than average.
Oh, shit. This. There we go.
It's a little
That's
chunky
a better
fish.
one.
That is probably one of the better Lakers of today so far.
Oh yeah, I lost the big one, but
As soon as it
It
got cloudy
happens.
though, we got two nice fish on.
yep. I think that was the key, is that there was so many. I'm gonna take him off. One of the mistakes you can make is trying to deal with a fish while he's still hooked, and that'll end up with both of you being hooked. Now he's much more manageable. Much better fish. Abe's caught it. It's got to be pretty close to our limit, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, they're getting close to double
We're getting
digits there.
close. We'll show you this little
Nice
box
live
here.
well.
We would have had another one, but we ended up would have thrown her back anyway. But that's a nice basket of fish, and like we said, you know, if you're gonna go eating, that's the kind of fish you want right there. So guys, we got some really good options here for catching fish up here in the Straits area and basically all of northern Lake Huron. So the one here, this is a goldback orange icicle. This is one of the best spoons anywhere in northern Lake Huron. You have to have that in the water all the time. That's a must-have. This here is steely cane. Oh, another big rip. Steely cane, and that's a silverback, little orange, and then a silver top. Really good bait as well. The money bait today was the mixed veggies. This mixed veggies in the UV was lights out. We caught probably 50% of our fish on that bait. And I'm gonna reach in and grab one more here that I need to show you, or I would be remiss. Early in the day, we caught them on this spotted orange leopard. This is also a UV bait. And you see, the small profile imitates the smelt perfectly. The UV ones caught fish, the non-UV ones caught fish. Dreamweaver Super Slims, load your box up with those because they will put fish in your boat for sure.
So what happened with that guy is he come up and grabbed that 50 real shallow and then he
ripped
dove
it over.
right back down. He ain't that big, but he's
But it's an eater, and it's the end of our limit.
Yep.
That's number 12.
In with a triple
He's
basically.
into the boat, ended with a triple, yeah. Mixed veggies, gee, that's a shock.
Yeah, mixed veggie, huh?
Hey everybody, Captain Mark Williams here with Silver Diction Charters. Got my right hand, the deck boss, Bo Waite. And today we wanted to show you a few things that we're doing here in the off season. One of the big things that we've talked about and you've seen over the years on the filming with John and everything on Fisherman's Digest has been the good old paddle and fly. And the length is very critical. I was fortunate enough to have a board that was done up for consistency because that is so critical. You have your line, you build your fly up, put your hook on the end, and we can just do a nice little stretch out here. So we got our 36, we got 40 inch, 42, 30, wherever you need to be. We've also incorporated this into all of our teasers and for our meatheads that you're gonna see here. And that way then you can be precise. The problem is once you're out there in the heat of battle and them kings are tearing those flies up as you've seen on the show, and once we've gone through our backstock, then you have to go to another method. Unfortunately, that's where a boat can come into play.
For tying in the heat of battle, some of the things we do is we take these and we just use the paddle as our reference for a measurement. We'll take this and we'll come up around here. There's my roughly 33 inches, add a little bit for the fly, makes 36 inches. You're doing the same thing as you're doing with the board there, but I can simply tie it up on the go.
Nice head shake.
Yep. We just said that. So here's the Garmin minute, guys. I'll show you. We're coming down the slope. We crested from 55 to 40 and now dropping back to 47. No sooner did we get to that rise, that little hump, you see the knob right there. See how the tight iso bars and then they open up? And we just came over it, boom, went on the diver, and that diver was running 40, about what, 40 down, 35 down, Steve?
Yeah, about 35.
35 down, and we went over 40 foot of water, and that's sometimes how you gotta do it to get bites. You bump into the structure. You gotta be careful, because if you get, if you don't know where you're at completely, then you can get too far in and lose a bunch of stuff. But if you know where you're at, that can catch you. Yeah. This is a nice fish, Abe.
Back up one more step. Keep going back.
Oh yeah. Back up.
Lift, lift, lift. Oh, wait. There you go.
Wait. Calm
Same.
down. Okay.
Reel down.
Oh.
There we go. There's big
Way
boy.
to go, Avery. Hey guys, also as you see while Steve and Avery clean up the rods, we're gonna pull for the day. You seeing this? I'm in a 22-foot skeeter. We have plenty of room, the cameraman and 3 people, and by simply modifying my multi-species walleye boat to salmon fish, Brett will show you quad trees, 2 GT100s, electric riggers, 2 rod holders, 1 for the slider, 1 for the main line. Guys, you can fish a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 rod spread out of this boat right here. We ran 14 rods today, very effective. No, 12 rods today, very effectively. And I'm here to tell you, you can do this out of a small boat. The Garmin autopilot on our kicker, you can make a walleye boat into a salmon fishing boat, no problem at all. You just need to have planning and the right equipment.
So you've seen firsthand the fantastic fishery that awaits in St. Ignace, but there's so much more to experience when you visit Michigan's gateway to the Upper Peninsula. You'll be greeted by pristine natural beauty and stunning views of the Mackinac Bridge and the Straits of Mackinac. Connect with nature on the hiking trails of Straits State Park. Take a ferry ride to Mackinac Island, where time slows down and cars are replaced by horse-drawn carriages. Kayak on the crystal clear waters of the Straits of Mackinac and wind down at the end of your day with a bonfire on the beach. From its unforgettable landscapes to its small town charm, St. Ignace is a destination that will capture your heart. Plan your adventure now at stignace.com.
Oh yeah, it's an Atlantic.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, end the day with craziness.
That might have been what you just lost too, because
Yeah,
that was 2.
we had a rip on a big Atlantic. What better way to close the show is than with another Atlantic. She starts the day with a big Atlantic. We end the day here at St. Ignace with a big Atlantic. Thanks a lot to the Hubert, Steve, and Avery for another awesome trip. Had a great time. If you're looking for fun, come to the St. Ignace area, get with one of the charter captains and experience this type of fishing, because it's here from spring all the way to fall. We'll see you next week on Fisherman's Digest.